Como é o sistema de saúde na cidade de Hamilton? Vamos lá, eu estou aqui com o morador da cidade, nosso querido Ricardo, representante do Mohawk College, que é um morador ali da região já há muitos anos. E você vai ter uma coisa boa aqui. Além de aprender sobre o sistema de saúde ali na região de Hamilton, você vai praticar o seu inglês também. Já que, para quem quer vir para o Canadá, o inglês é a coisa mais importante. Então fique aí, o Ricardo fala um inglês super fácil de entender. Pratique o seu inglês aí, seja crítico com o seu inglês e aprenda sobre algo que é muito importante para quem quer vir para o Canadá, que é o sistema de saúde. Então vamos falar ali da cidade de Hamilton, que fica na província de Ontário. Hello, Ricardo. How are you, my friend?
Francisco, very happy to be here with you. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, sure, it's a pleasure, my friend. So let's talk about something that is really important when you're going to move to different country, right? You want to know how's the healthcare system in that country, how's the healthcare system in that city that we are moving, right? So what you can tell me about your experiences I hope you didn't have much, but like what's your experience looks like at the healthcare system, Ricardo?
Francisco, I have had the opportunity in this country. I've been in Canada for 21 years, and I've had the opportunity to visit the doctor multiple times on multiple occasions. In Canada, healthcare is not free. That's the first thing that we need to understand. We pay for our healthcare with the payment of taxes. So when we pay our taxes contribute to keep that system running. And Canada has a lot of tax, right? Like we get taxed in Ontario is 13%, for instance. Anything that you buy has a 13%. The majority of things, of course. Part of this tax goes to keep the healthcare system. In my personal experience, is the best of the best. The times that I have visited the hospital, I just go in, tell the doctor my problem, the doctor runs the tests, makes sure that everything is okay, and then I go. I don't have to pay one penny. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The service is very humane. They treat you very kindly. They understand that you're in a hospital, not because you like it, but because you need to be in a hospital in that moment. So the people that are taking care of you, the nurses and the doctors, they're great people. They treat you very kindly. And it's something that is very different from hospitals in Latin America. And now going from there, let's focus on Hamilton.
Sorry.
Hamilton, yeah. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So I was going to start speaking about the healthcare system in Hamilton as a city. Hamilton has 10 hospitals. 10 hospitals. So it's a lot of hospitals around the city. We have 2 of the most advanced centers in the world for cancer, like doctors studying cancer, people that require treatment for cancer. 2 of the best centers in the world, the Jurafaniski centers. There are 2. Those are recognized worldwide. Then we have the Hospital of McMaster University. So because McMaster is a university that is our sister university in Hamilton, they also have a hospital, and people can go and visit this hospital as well. And of course, the best part of the healthcare system in Hamilton is that we have a clinic in Mohawk College, inside Mohawk College. So our students, whenever they need to see a doctor, all they have to do is to go to the clinic that it's inside the college. They don't have to go to the ones outside.
That makes life easier, right?
Always. It's
Can you hear
Canada.
me? Makes life easier. It's the last trip to the doctor and everything, right? It's important to understand for sure. Like someone has to pay for the health system, right? So we pay in our taxes
Correct.
here in Canada. But when it comes to like for you to go to the doctor, to go to the hospital, wherever, that system, it's public. It has been paid already by the taxes, so you don't have to pay again. So that's what that's how it goes in the province of Ontario and like all Canada actually right now. So it's
Correct.
You pay once, right? We joke that in Brazil that you have to pay for a lot of services. You have to pay twice. You pay taxes for the government to keep the
Yeah.
health system. But then you have to have private insurance because most people
course.
because they are the public hospitals, sometimes they're not good, this and that, right? So you have to pay twice. Here in Canada, you don't have to do that, which I find amazing, right? So the hospitals, like you said, they are pretty clean. They have like a great service and everything. And you don't have to pay again. So let me ask you, Hamilton, it's kind of like you have your family doctor. Ricardo is kind of the same system most of Canada.
Yes.
Like you have the family doctor and they have, let's say you have a problem. Well, most simple problems, you go to clinics, right? The walk-in clinics, or like you said,
Correct.
the clinic of the college, right? So you go there and that's it. But if you have a bigger problem, let's say something that needs treatment or something like that, you go to your family doctor, and then your family doctor is going to point you in the direction of a specialist, right? So that's how it goes here in Canada. And the system is all connected, so they know all your life, like in any of this, like it's in a hospital, the family doctor, or the clinics, the walk-in clinics. Like they all know about they have access to all your information, right, Ricardo?
That is correct. The whole province of Ontario shares the same system.
Let me ask you something else. If let's say, how's the lineups in Hamilton? Because that is something that can be different, right? Like from city to city.
Exactly.
If you need to see a family doctor, or if you have to go to a hospital, how's that like? How's the timing for that?
It's not bad because Hamilton, you always have to consider that it's not a big city like crazy as Toronto, and with the amount of population as well. Hamilton population is 650,000, right? So when people need to go to a clinic or to a hospital, the wait times are very less, are way less than in hospitals in main cities. The average time waiting to see a doctor on a walk-in clinic, 20 to 25 minutes, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, I live in Vancouver. It's a little bit more than that.
It also depends which hospital you go to, right? Like, if you want to go to the closest one and the whole thing, right?
Yeah, here this happens a lot. Like depending of like even like Hamilton is a city, right? But here, let's say Vancouver, you have a lot of different cities. I'm in North Vancouver. If I go to the hospital in North Vancouver, the time could be way less than the time of the hospital in Vancouver, let's say, because there is less population, right? So I imagine like when you go to Hamilton, that we're talking about like we're talking about less people than Toronto, less people than Vancouver. Then probably like the waiting time is it's better, right?
It is absolutely.
Yeah, what you said something. What I like about like in that I can say about I personally like this, but people are different, right? Here in Canada, you don't see. I mean, like in Brazil, people like to do a lot of exams, a lot of things like that. Here in Canada, you don't do much things like that, right? You don't have like all those exams that's why in Brazil, like the private insurance, they're so expensive. They're crazy expensive. So here in Canada, we don't have much like that. So that could be a good thing for some people. That could be a bad thing for different people, right? But the thing is, if you really need the system is there for you and is there for everybody.
Always.
Right? If you are the prime minister
Always,
or
man,
if you're a
100%.
student in a college, if you are homeless, you're going to go to the same hospital. So that's the beauty of it. Like you have a really good system that works really well, and that's for everybody, right? So I find that amazing, Ricardo.
No, I love it too. It's one of the best things that the country has.
I remember that my son, he went to a hospital in Brazil. He went to a hospital in Brazil, and when he got there in the hospital, there was like a piano, a big piano. It looked like a 5-star hotel. And my son was like, wow, what the heck is this? Like, oh, wow. The hospitals in Canada are not like that. The hospitals in Brazil are way better. I say, okay, let me take you to a public hospital so you're going to see how like over 90% of the population is being treated, right? So this is in my opinion, this is really important that someone that wants to come to Canada to understand the system here works. Like it's, you have like, for sure you have pros and cons if you compare to Brazil, but it's for everybody. So I find that amazing, right?
Me too. I as a Colombian here, as a person that's been living in Canada for 21 years, I'm telling you right now, there's been a couple of times where I've been to a hospital and whatever I did, it would have been more than 10,000 to 15,000 Canadian dollars and I didn't pay one penny. Nothing. I walked in, did my test, did my exams, got out, having to pay anything.
That's really one thing that I think it's important for people to understand, for someone that wants to come to study in Ontario, that's when you are a student, you don't have access to the public health system, okay? This is not the end of the world, right? 3IA, Mohawk College, like we all have like a very cheap and really good insurance for you.
Yes.
So like you're gonna spend like $60, $70 a month. Usually, probably Mohawk College, when the student goes, that is already included in the tuition. That's how it goes, Ricardo.
It is.
It is. So your health insurance is included in the tuition, right? So, and all that. And if you come like married, your husband or your wife starts a job and feels like all the whatever the government asks you, that is you have to be in a job for 3 months. There's a few things that you have to do, and then the wife or the spouse can go and apply for the health insurance for free for the family. So
yes, sir.
That something that it happens all the time. It's something that is not complicated to do. So important to know that when you come with a private insurance. It's not the cost of $1 million private insurance that we have in Brazil, Ricardo. You have no idea how much costs like a health insurance in Brazil. So
I can't imagine.
From Colombia, right? You know the idea, right? So
exactly.
So you have a really good insurance that works and is cheap, and you can after you get in the system, you're gonna have your access to the health, the public health for free as well. Actually, like Ricardo said, not for free. You're gonna pay taxes, but then you get your health system, a really good health system, right, Ricardo? So something else that I forgot about Hamilton that you want to talk about specific about Hamilton, or I think we cover it's amazing that you have a clinic inside of the college, right? So you can go if you have any problem. I think that's amazing, Ricardo, that the support that an international student can get access inside of the college, because you have a lot of services that you don't have idea that you have access before you need, right? So like Ricardo said, you have a clinic inside the college and a lot of other things that you're gonna enjoy while you're gonna be a student here in Canada.
Well, actually, I forgot to mention that we have 2 clinics. One, we have the family clinic.
There you go. It's not even one.
We have our health programs, occupational. Not even one. We have 2. And the second one, because we have a program in massage therapy and occupational therapist assistant, our students get to go there. And if the other students need to train under supervision, they can get examined there for free. So that's another way to do it. If you want to see a massage therapist, for instance, if you're feeling like a pain in the back or something, you get to go there and you'll get assessed for free at the second clinic.
That's great. That's amazing. Yeah. So, Ricardo, I'm going to just switch to Portuguese, okay? A little bit. Então, pessoal, muito obrigado. Um abraço enorme. E aí, curtiu o vídeo? A gente preparou um material super legal para você se preparar para o Canadá. E o melhor é que é gratuito. É só clicar no link que está na descrição desse vídeo e se inscrever. Um abraço e até a próxima.